I'm disguised as a mailman. That's how I gain entrance into where he is. And there's a pot of hot coffee, supposedly hot coffee, and he throws it at me. There was mineral oil in the coffee, so it was all over the ground. And I said Bob, whatever you do, don't come in low. I'm going to do a sweep. And he slipped, and his head came forward. As I came around, my elbow hit him, broke his nose. And he called me that night and said, Hank, wait till you see the fight scene. He said, it is so, oh, and by the way, you broke my nose. I went, Bob, you're kidding. He said, no. I said, that's it. I'll never work again as long as I live.
It's interesting to note that following Hank's statement that he would never work in the film industry again, he received the New York Film Critics Award for Best Fight Scene of the Year. Now let's go back to Hank Garrett's early life to see the transformations that led to his success in film.
I was born upstate New York, and my family moved to Harlem when I was about 6 months old. I ended up actually living in cardboard boxes, and it wasn't unusual at that time. And the man came to me, this Willie Bryant, and he said, I'm taking you out tonight. You and I are going out to dinner. And do you have a suit? I said, yeah, I've got a suit. He said, I want you to wear the suit, but before you do, take a bath. And he took me there to meet Sammy Davis Jr. We went up to the dressing room, went right through all these people, went right into Mr. Davis's room. Sammy Davis looked at me and said, when I hear you're either gonna die or you're gonna go to prison. I said, that's it? He said, the way you're going, yeah, that's the only choice. It scared me pretty good.
Unknown to Hank, his mother asked Willie Bryant, who was known as the mayor of Harlem, to counsel her son. This led to his first job and the opportunities that followed.
I bought myself a pair of Florsheim shoes for $15. I went from Tom McCann to Florsheim in one night. That was chapter 1 of my life.
After working at the Apollo, setting up for the orchestra, his next break came as an actor on the popular series, Car 54, Where Are You?
A friend of mine who was a fellow comic, his wife was working for a gentleman by the name of Nat Hiken. Nat Hiken created the Bilko Show, the Martha Ray Show, and he was working on a show called Car 54, Where Are You? Well, my friend's wife got me an audition with Nat Hiken.
And I got the audition, and I walked in and met Nat Hiken, and he said, you're Ed Nicholson.
And I stupidly said, no, I'm Hank Garrett. He said, that's just the kind of dummy I'm looking for. Nicholson is the character I want you to play. And that's how I wound up being Ed Nicholson on Car 54, Where Are You? Because of the recognition I've gotten, it's opened a lot of doors for me, especially working with children. My manager, Deanna Marie Smith, and she had set it up so that I could speak to children that are incarcerated. And we went to one of the institutions, telling them I had been where they are right now. And had it not been for an angel, I would still be in prison or dead. And I told them that there's an angel waiting there for them, every one of them. And the kids wrote me letters. I referred to Sammy Davis Jr. as being my angel. And they wrote, Mr. Garrett, you're our angel. I'll never ever forget that. I have the letters to this day. In fact, just finishing a book about my life, on the streets, martial arts, pro wrestling, and all the letters are printed in the book. The book title is Up from the Sidewalk. We are also getting involved, very much involved, helping children that are being bullied. The children that were incarcerated run from the age of 11 to 17, where we raising funds to help as much as we possibly can. And it truly is a disaster. If there's a child in trouble and in need,